Hey, I'm Diana of Travel Far Gluten Free, and we're here in beautiful Punta Cana at the Levels by Melia, an adults-only resort. I'm going to show you all the delicious gluten-free food along with the adventures I've had, including a speedboat tour where we go snorkeling and a cigar factory tour where we also do the rum tasting, chocolate tasting, and coffee tasting as well. So let's go check it out.
Melia All-Inclusive Resorts, yes, Melia, sorry for the wrong pronunciation earlier, is actually made up of two resorts. There's the Melia Caribe Beach side, which is family friendly, and the Melia Punta Cana side, which is adults only. Within the adults only side is called the Level, which is for discerning guests as they put it, and features lots of suites. The Level has its own private pool, as well as a private beach, and a private building for checking in that also has a private adults only bar and restaurant, Quimera. Quimera is usually a buffet, but it features an a la carte menu right now due to current worldwide circumstances. The dinner menu rotates about every other night, while the breakfast and lunch includes delicious daily specials. Our butlers stored our luggage while we were whisked away to the second floor to check in. It was a lovely balcony overlooking the pool, and we also got to enjoy a welcome cocktail during the check-in process. Once we got our keys, our butlers escorted us to our room where we could celebrate our first day there.
So we checked in. I didn't capture a lot of video with me talking about the check-in process and such, but I wanted to show you something amazing. So this is our envelope that we got with a map of the property, but when we checked in, she says this is very important to have. It's my own little dietary restriction card that they gave me. It says soy celiac, which means I'm celiac, and I need to be gluten-free, Senorita Diana. And it's so cool, so I just bring this to all the restaurants and I give it to the waiter and I get to eat gluten-free, and they know that it's very importante that I'm allergic to gluten. So I was excited to use this for my
Yay! We freshened up and headed up to the Quimera rooftop bar for a couple drinks before dinner. We had dinner in Moi the first night, a Vietnamese restaurant on the property. The waiter was able to recommend several gluten-free items, including the sushi with gluten-free soy sauce, a Penang curry, and a pad thai dish as well that they modified to make gluten-free. After dinner, we got to enjoy some music and dancing as well as some special performances. After a full night's rest, we headed out to Quimera for our first breakfast before our cigar tour.
Day 2 at the resort. So much better. Got my full night's rest, and we're having breakfast, and it's a lot faster this morning. Last night was a little bit slow. It was super packed at the restaurant, and there was some big groups, but this morning was perfect. We started with fruit, some juices, and the smoked salmon salad with a bit. It's so delicious. Now we're having a Dominican breakfast with mashed plantains with a raised eggs, some little like sausages, and then also a lobster with poached egg. And they did have gluten bread, but that was okay. I told them to live without bread. I just been handy dandy part. I also just emphasize like in person words. It's like, hey, it's really important that I'm gluten free. Delicious breakfast with a wonderful view. So I'm looking at my breakfast here.
After breakfast, we head to Mundo Autentico for a cigar factory tour at Don Lucas. We learn how they make each cigar. First, they dry the tobacco leaves. Then they wrap and roll each one by hand. They put the cigars into these trays, stack them up, and use this press to press them into the desired shape and size. They wrap it in one last tobacco leaf before sealing it with some natural glue. Lastly, each cigar gets hand labeled and packaged up. The cigars are stored in giant humidor rooms before they head out for sale. Next, we head over to the rum tasting room to enjoy all the delicious types of rums that they have in the Dominican Republic, including Mama Juana. Mama Juana is rum, red wine, and honey soaked in a bottle with tree bark and herbs. Its taste is similar to port wine, and it used to be used for medicinal purposes, but now people just enjoy it for fun. Upstairs, I shopped and browsed to look for my own Mama Juana bottle to bring home. Next, we got to enjoy and taste some delicious Dominican Republic coffee. We ended the tour on a sweet note with a chocolate tasting.
We're here at the lunch spot for adults only, and I obviously told them it's free. I'm really happy with this resort because they always triple check with the chefs to make sure everything's gluten free. I ordered this guacho. Originally he said it was sin gluten, but then he kind of wasn't. So instead he brought me a Caesar salad that had potato chips instead of bread croutons on top, the fish ceviche, and then a cold cut platter with no bread. So it's perfect. I'm excited to dig in because we had a wonderful day at the Cigar, and I'm now hungry.
We head back to the hotel room to enjoy a bath in the giant bathtub with a giant bath bomb.
We've called the minibar people like 6 times today. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and it finally came!
Calling for a celebration.
Yay! We just really needed water, guys. Oh! And chips.
And champagne.
Yay! Opa!
Head up to the rooftop bar for another cocktail before dinner.
So that's right over here, and it serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm having dinner now, and oh my god, we started the meal with scallops, sashimi, tuna and salmon sashimi, a lobster salad, and ceviche. But the winner of the dinner tonight is this ossobuco, which is just falling off the bone. It's so tender. The lamb is sweet, which is perfect with the wine production sauce that they cooked it in. It's delicious and amazing. And I also got the risotto because ossobuco is traditionally served with lento or risotto, and it's perfect. And usually some mini risottos aren't gluten-free, but this is so exciting. And this risotto isn't too creamy. It's exactly how I would make a risotto because I don't like a lot of dairy and cream in it. It's very light and fluffy rice, and it's with mushrooms, and the umami flavor is incredible. The depth of the savoriness is wonderful. Mwah. And it's perfectly pairs with delicious sweet lamb that I'm going to devour right now.
Enjoy a relaxing afternoon at the beach before heading out for a speedboat and snorkeling tour. Wine tasting guy came over with a plate of cheese and meat. I didn't even order it. He just came over to go with the wine tasting, and it's so perfect. And he actually knew not to bring me bread because he knew I was gluten free. So I just love this place because they just know, and I'm just so glad we didn't go to the other restaurant and we're here. We're doing a wine tasting and like queso for days. Tonight's menu is a little bit different. There was actually no menu, so that's kind of cool and kind of scary too, especially someone that's gluten-free. But our amigo Jorge is here. He's been taking care of me all week, and I'm so glad to have him because he knows right away as soon as I sit down, think gluten and everything, even for Josh, because you know what? I eat what he eats and he's what I eat, so it's perfect. So tonight we have short ribs, filet mignon, fried rice, tuna, and some more short ribs as well. And before we all had an appetizer that was a hodgepodge, I think of fish ceviche, and like this little sushi but made with beef, and then a bunch of different sauces. The other people got tortillas or pita bread, but I didn't care at all. It tastes pretty good to me. So we're gonna dig into this amazingness, and it's kind of cool having a friend that knows that you're gluten free, and even if there's no menu, they know to make sure it's perfect for you. Thanks for joining me here in Punta Cana for a delicious gluten-free and adventurous week here at the Level by Melia.